Hey everybody, what's up? It's Frank here, and today we're going to talk about this beauty, the Marlin Apex from Pikpok Pickle. So for those that don't know about Pikpok, they're actually a brand from Australia, and they've come up with quite a few amazing Gen 2 paddles despite their only being in the market for close to a year. Now, this isn't just another paddle drop for Pikpok. It's actually Pikpok answering their fans' request on coming up with a Gen 3 paddle, or they call it a Gen 3.5. And we're going to find out why. So the paddle itself, it's about 920 ringgit, which equates to roughly about 217 US dollar. So for the paddle itself, comes in two colors. One is very bright pink, and the other one it's white. With a very nice paddle sleeve as well. If you look at the paddle sleeve, it's written Marlin on top of the sleeve, and they actually even very considerate come up with a pocket here where you can put your wallet and your phone while you're playing a game, right? So let's dive deep into the specification right now. So now let's look at the paddle specs. Marlin Apex is USAPA approved and it's thermoformed, and the face material is electroplated polyester weave and carbon fiber mix, or what some brands call it the poly-titanium fiber surface. What's really interesting about this paddle, right? It's the core technology. It got the same similar tech as the Eula P4, but instead of the white EVA foam at the side, they're actually using high density black foam, which is similar to the carbon foam paddle. Then the length is 16.5 inches, width is 7.4 inches, and the core thickness is 16 mm, and they got the elongated handle length, which is 5.7 inches. The weight is about 8.1 ounces, equates to 230 grams plus minus 7 grams, and the swing weight is 118.5 grams and twist weight is 5.9 grams. So looking at the data, right, the most important is, or maybe when you're choosing a pickleball paddle, two important things to look at are actually the swing weight and also the twist weight. So swing weight basically means that how heavy the paddle feels when you're actually swinging it, and if it's higher, you get more power and stability but slower hand speed. If it's lower, your hand for sure will move faster, but you lose some of the power, right? On the other hand, twist weight, it's about how steady the paddle feels and on off-center hits. Higher twist weight means the paddle is more forgiving, it's more stable, while lower twist weight make miss hits less consistent, right? So a very good balance for most players is the swing weight between 115 to 125, and the twist weight would be between 6 to 8. So with many solid paddles landing around 120 swing weight and over 6 grams of twist weight, giving a very nice mix of speed, power, and also control. So Marlin Apex is definitely explosive, although it might not give you the satisfying loud noise like the Eula P4 or Cypic Triton 3, but it definitely gives similar firepower as the two paddles. My impression on the paddle is actually a little stiffer from the start. So for badminton players that play pickleball and love high tension strings, this is definitely your go-to paddle. After about like 10 hours of playtime, the paddle does start to break in and you'll start to feel that it got a little bit softer at the surface and makes it even nicer to play with actually. So for you to better compare the paddle, I would say it got very similar feeling to the Sword and Shield Day2 Ti, Horu Aero Metallic, and also the Paddle Tech Bantams, and lastly the bread and butter Shogun. So what surprised me most about the paddle is actually the control and the forgiveness it has. It does give quite a bit of pop, but compared to the other paddles, Marlin strikes pretty balanced. One of the biggest strength I would say is the control. You can actually easily shape your shots and have enough power driving from the baseline. And with the elongated handle that they have, it gives you slightly more room for your hands for your double backhand as well. Yeah, in conclusion, I would say this paddle leaning towards an all-court paddle instead of a power paddle. Not only it gives you just enough power and pop, but also very nice control because of the surface. Sweet spot is huge. I would say. And you feel the dwell time is relatively longer as well. I can feel the ball that stays on the paddle longer than most of the other power paddles. It gives you more control on dings, resets, and also spin shots. If you found this breakdown useful, hit the like button, maybe subscribe, and let me know in the comments which other paddle that I should try next. See you in the next round.